Welcome to RadicalWellnessTV.com. This is Laura Lee. I am here to give you some tips and ideas on how to take care of yourself naturally in a proactive mode, which is basically lifestyle choices. I'm talking today about teenage depression. This is a flyer from NAMI, which is the community's voice on mental illness. Depression is when you stop feeling sad about something and feel sad about everything. Depression, not the teenage blues. It's not unusual for teenagers to go through periods when they feel sad, lonely, angry, or irritable. These emotional lows can be brought on by failed romances, academic pressures, family troubles, and even hormonal fluctuations. But if you've been feeling depressed for several weeks or longer, you may have more than the teenage blues. You may have what's called major depression or clinical depression. Major depression is a brain disorder that interferes with normal brain chemistry. Genetic factors may play a part, and life stressors may trigger the onset of symptoms. Although most teenagers will never have depression, it affects an estimated 5% of individuals under the age of 19. It is a serious health condition that can lead to serious consequences if left untreated. The good news is that you don't need to suffer alone if you have depression. Help is available. An effective treatment program can help you get better faster and will help prevent the disorder from coming back. But it's important to take the first step. Reach out to someone you trust and get relief. The bad feelings can go away. A teenager successfully treated for depression. Recognizing depression. Teenagers may face many pressures and go through profound changes as they move into young adulthood. These changes can give rise to certain behaviors that are very common in teenagers. However, other behaviors are not so common and should be considered early warning signs of depression. Some behaviors in a teenager with depression: having difficulty falling asleep or wanting to sleep all day, withdrawal from friends, neglecting personal appearance or hygiene, experiencing prolonged sadness, irritability, indifference, having a significant loss or gain in appetite, performing poorly at school or getting into trouble. Drug abuse, drinking, being extremely rebellious, and other forms of destructive behavior can also signal depression. Reach out to someone. Whether it's your parents, a close friend, teacher, or school counselor, it is very important to share what you're experiencing with someone you trust. You shouldn't try to treat depression on your own or with your friends or think that it will just go away. It won't. Fear, embarrassment, or guilt may make you uncomfortable when you talk about how you feel, but it's important to lean on someone else for support. It's very common to feel as though you're the only one going through such a difficult time. But try to remember that you are not alone. Millions of people will suffer from depression at some point in their lives. Talking to Mom was such a relief. I didn't have to hide my feelings anymore. A 15-year-old girl. Get professional help. If you believe you have major depression, you should schedule an appointment with a healthcare professional, usually your family doctor, who will determine if you need to see a mental health specialist for your depression. The mental health specialist will determine if you have depression and discuss treatment options with you. Also, any other physical condition that might trigger or mimic feelings of depression will be ruled out. Do you have depression? A diagnosis of depression will be made if you experience, during the same 2-week period, at least one of the first 2 symptoms listed below and at least 4 of the additional symptoms. 1. Depressed mood most of the day, nearly every day, feeling sad about everything. 2. A noticeable loss of interest or pleasure in all or most activities, nearly every day. Things you used to enjoy aren't exciting. 3. Significant weight loss, not from dieting, or weight gain, or a decrease or increase in appetite nearly every day. A change of more than 5% of body weight in a month. A feeling too sad or too tired to eat or to stop eating. 4. Inability to stay awake or fall asleep nearly every day. Major changes in your usual sleep patterns. 5. Unusual restless or slowed body movements nearly every day. Feeling very jumpy or way too slow. 6. Fatigue or loss of energy nearly every day. It's difficult to do almost anything. 7. Feelings of worthlessness or excessive or inappropriate guilt nearly every day. The feeling that you have no one close to you, nothing goes right, and maybe it's all your fault. 8. Decreased ability to think and concentrate or make decisions nearly every day. You feel very drained by having to pay attention to things and find your mind often wandering. 9. Continued thoughts of death or suicide or an actual suicide plan or attempt. It is extremely important to communicate such strong feelings to a parent, teacher, or other close adult. Treatment works. When depression is left untreated, it can get worse, last longer, and prevent you from getting the most out of your life. However, with a variety of treatments now available, most people who have depression can improve, usually within a matter of weeks to months. The most common treatment is a combination of medications and psychotherapy. Now that's the AMA way of doing it. We natural healer health facilitators do it different. I just want to make that clear. So what they do is they offer medications. Taking medications for depression makes you no different from someone who takes medication for asthma or diabetes. Now we think in the natural healing world that's all wrong. You don't take medications for these things. So I'm just going to go skip to psychotherapy. Well, yeah, you need to talk about it, but they usually give drugs. So anyway, join a support group. Now that is a good idea. Change your food program. That's also a good idea. Get the toxins out of your body. Do a cleansing, a deep cleansing. That's a good idea. Emotionally, physically, mental, and physically. Join a support group. Many teenagers find support groups helpful. Talking to others with similar experiences can help you better understand what you are going through. You may even develop lasting relationships with other young people who have similar difficulties. A school counselor can help you form a group in your school. So, this is a NAMI publication, and I agree with that they know what they're talking about, but when it comes to the medication part, that's part of it. I'm not saying don't take medications, but I'm saying don't take medications because you can do other things. So, take the medications temporary. How about that? How about a compromise on that? But clean out your gut. Get the worms out. That's a good start. And then start rebuilding your digestive system and your ability to understand what really has gone on in your childhood or whatever. Anyway, love life and life will love you back. That helps a lot too. So please share, like, comment, and let me know if this helps at all. Bye-bye for now.